Hello everyone, welcome to DJSTUFF videos. Today we are looking at the AlphaTheta XDJ-AZ and the HDJ-F10. So why I'm showing you today those two products? Because you have one of the new feature directly on the XDJ. It will be the Sonic Link. It's a wireless technology to listen to your music without any latency. Yes, of course, physician will tell you that there is always latency. It's mathematical, it's physical, but the DJ will not be disturbed by this latency, micro latency. You have nothing to worry about this technology with the XDJ and the HDJ. You have just to power on your headphone with the Sonic Link option directly in. And after you push, we will see on the connection the little button to pair those devices, and after it will work perfectly without any latency. So the main part, the whole video will be on, of course, on the XDJ. If you have any question about a function I will say in this video, like maybe quantize, odd Q, whatever, a word you don't understand in this video, you can see in this page you have all the tips, all the lessons around the DJing with all the functions I will say directly on this device. So you're free to go in this page, and it's free lessons about DJing, so you can go it directly and you can understand what is this function, what is this function. Like always, on each device I present to you, I will, like a standalone, I will show you all the navigation part, after the mixer part and the DEX part. For the connection, you will have on the front your two headphones output, the quarter jack and the mini jack, and you will have the new one, the Sonic Link, to pair with your headphones, and have a wireless connection for your audio without any latency. And on the back you will have your power on and off, power adapter. You will have the two mic inputs with a jack XLR, a quarter jack XLR combo for your two mics. You will have RCA cinch inputs for your line phono. Don't forget the little screw here, the ground signal for your turntable if you need if your turntable need this for with the phono part. You will have your booth output with quarter jack, your master 2 with RCA, master 1 with XLR, but the two connections will have the same level control. You will have your link, your Prodigy Link Ethernet connection for your if you want with the Wi-Fi, because you have also Wi-Fi, if you want to connect to your cloud, Bitport, or your computer for a Prodigy Link. And at the end, the USB port for your computer if you need to go to the performance mode, for example, or control mode. And if you need to plug your phone, your smartphone, if you prefer, than the Wi-Fi to drop your tracks. First, a little presentation of the XDJ-AZ. You have several possibilities to listen to your music, your tracks. You have, of course, the little USB stick. You can put your tracks directly on it and plug it. You can mix if you know how to mix with a record or a vinyl recorder. You can use a USB key with different tracks inside and not going directly on record box just before export to your USB key. But of course, it will be better for you, a better experience directly on the screen with all the waveforms and all the possibility of the device to put your tracks on record box. It's free, and after you export on USB on your USB key. So USB key or SSD if you want, hard drive. In the connections you saw that you have RCA connection or sync connection with phono line input, so you can of course put your vinyl turntables or directly CDGs if you want, players or a phone or whatever. Like for your smartphone, you have also a Bluetooth connection, so it's very easy to pair your Bluetooth connection with your phone directly here. You can also mix directly on your computer with Pro DJ Link. So it's not your computer who is mixing, it's really the device who is mixing. It's you and not the computer. So it's better than doing like a controller. So you can also mix with your computer like a controller, and the device, yeah, I know it's a pity, the device is with some price, and it's very beautiful to mix without a computer with just a USB key, some drive, but you can also make it like a controller. But your experience will be different than a USB stick, because it will be linked to the health and the power of your computer. If you have a computer, a little computer with some problems before DJing, you will probably have some difficulties to mix, probably, but yeah, a lot of time. But if you have a good computer before DJing, you will probably have good experience with your computer, like a controller, like a controller. And it's your computer who is mixing the music and not the XDJ. You have to understand like that. So you can, doing with Link, with performance, it will be compatible with Recordbox and Serato. Maybe Serato, I think it's in December, more or less. Bluetooth, I said that. You can also, because you have Wi-Fi directly inside, connect to your router, your box, your network box, and have the cloud from Recordbox from AlphaTheta. You can also mix your bitport, but you will need to plug first on Recordbox some information in your USB key, then plug, and you will have the cloud directly on your XDJ. You will see after, when we will watch everything, USB key, link, etc., directly on the into this video. Just for you to know that I will put some shortcuts directly under the video. So if you don't want to see everything about navigation, you can jump directly on the mixer part or on the DEX part, for example. If you don't know very well how to navigate into your XDJ, you can also see the navigation part, of course. And one information, all the colors FX we will see in this video, just one color FX and one bit FX, and we will in how to engage them, but you will see every FX in a second part, in second video, and I will not talking in this video, just FX, just sound. Okay, so let's go directly on the navigation part with a USB key, USB sound drive, whatever. So first, source, and you will see cloud and bitport are here. If I eject my key, I put source, and I have no cloud, no bitport. So like I said, you need to put some information from your record box directly on USB key, and you will have cloud and bitport. So maybe I want to go into my library, and I have all my playlists directly on library. I made a little video. It's the same page, web page I showed you before in the video. A video about how to make a good USB key with all information of all your parameters directly in the USB sticks. So you can sort all the information on the left. When you are on a playlist, you can add some column. You can add some how can I say? You can sort by track rating, etc. So all those information will be in the USB thumb drive, And the way how to put all your parameters, you will see in this video, is to go to parameter here, my settings. So it's very important to know by watching this video how to put all these parameters, because if you want the device like you want, for example, no vinyl mode on the jog, bit sync, maybe 10 or 16 for the tempo range and master tempo, you will see if I put my setting, watch here, I have all my settings like I want. So vinyl, no beat sync, tempo at 6 and master tempo off. You see, everything like I want. So the main part will be here for your navigation, so you can choose to show all BPM, all keys, rating, tracks, etc. So let's go to playlist. I go to my playlist. First, I can listen every track directly by pushing. We will see after the PFL section here. But if you have 4 tracks here, you can also have a fifth in your headphones, a fifth PFL section, a fifth Q section. By pressing here, you can listen to your track directly here, or here, or here. When you have 4 tracks, you can also have this link here. And when you load a track, you can also, when you don't know the future of the track, let's see, like that here, you can also listen directly on your headphone. Here you have master, but in the PFL section, you see, etc., etc. But the track still playing, so it's very good. It's like if you have a DJM-A9 with a CDJ 3000. It's really like that. So let's put the track I want. So when you have all the track sort, etc., you can zoom the laters, etc., etc. You can directly put your track on the deck 1, 2, 3, or 4, because you have 4 decks directly with one USB key. And after you can play it. Okay, you can have 2 decks directly here. It's only the decks where you have some, when you play the track, you see, this one, if I choose to show the 3rd deck, I will have just this modification and for the deck 4 like that. But you can on the bottom have your main how can I say, yeah, the main waveform by touching 4 deck, and you will have 4 tracks. If I push this one here, 4, this one here, 3 and 4, you have 4 decks, and you have 4 decks like that. Okay, but you can decide to show just 2 decks, those who you're playing, okay, or 4 decks. After you can choose single continue, smart queue, hot queue, auto hot queue, and auto queue. You have all the informations on your screen. You have the beat jump, the key, the BPM, the value of the pitch, etc., etc. On the right, you have the FX, but you can disengage this. It's very easy. You have the pad section on the screen. We will see the pad on the deck section. You have the name of your tracks, etc., etc. What is pretty cool is that you can also have the pad information directly on the jog with the shortcut. We will see all the things. You push on and you have the information. You see sleep loop, beat loop, hot cue. Very cool to have this on the jog too. So let's see all the menu. You have the first menu. It's very cool. You can have a menu here, the mixer menu, for example, but the best menu for the mixer is here. You have a dedicate button, and you have all the information on your mixer part. So you can choose line, phono, deck, Bluetooth if you want. On the line 3 and the line 4. You can choose ISO or EQ, normal EQ on the EQ part. You can stereo mono split directly on your headphone. You have, it's very cool here. I think you have it, but I'm not very sure on the Opus Quad to choose the dB of your Q-Link section, but I don't really know. After, you can choose which channel will be on the right and on the left of your fader. You have the crossfader curve, the fader curve, and on the top, because you have two mic input, we will see after on the mixer part, you can choose the feedback reducer, the Larsen, the cut Larsen cutter, yeah. You can choose which mic will have the FX part or both, and very cool, this one. I don't know if you have this on the Opus Quad, but you have two USB ports, and usually you have the recording section on the USB 2. If you put your USB drive directly, USB thumb drive directly on the USB 1, you can't record because you are mixing, you can't eject your key, so you can't record your mix. But here, or a friend, and whatever, you have only one USB and you can't. But now you can choose which USB you can choose the USB where you want to record your mix, and it's very cool. And you can track mark if you burn the CD after, you can mark each mix, between track 1 and track 2, track 2 and track 3, etc. You can mark those mix. So mixer menu. After, you have the main menu, so you can read every information. So you have deck, parameters, audio output, display information, display parameter, network for the Wi-Fi, and the Ethernet. But here it will be only Wi-Fi, because you can also, with the Prodigy link, choose your tracks. We will see after. Choose your tracks from your computer or from your smartphone. And general, with your screensaver, serial number, license, version of the firmware, etc., the language, etc., etc. And I think it's all for the navigation on the screen. After, source is to choose if you have several things. Oh, let's see how to choose it. So on my computer, I will push link. You see all your 4 decks, and here I have my MacBook. So I can take a track directly here, push deck 1, and I will have my track directly here. I have a little latency because my Wi-Fi in my studio is not really good, but you will have the track and you can listen to it, no problem. After, I will choose to see my smartphone. So let's connect to CDG. Oh, Wi-Fi. Have no Wi-Fi. It will be difficult with no Wi-Fi. So I take my Wi-Fi, okay, and connect Prodigy link to a CDG XDJ, and here it is. So my MacBook, I can choose with my finger too. I can choose in my MacBook, in my computer, or directly here if I want. I can choose here and push, and I will have, of course, there is latency. I will not have latency with the Ethernet port. Okay, the G45. So it's working. And after, on my smartphone, I choose my track, and I go to deck 1. Of course, like always, little latency. I'm with my poor Wi-Fi, but I think with the smartphone, yeah, and it's okay. But it's really, it's not very fast. So you need to wire on the back of the unit. It will be better. Yeah, it's geek to use Wi-Fi, but if you have it's all Wi-Fi. I don't want to. I have a router directly on my living room, but I don't want to have the same for my video, you know. So it will be a little Wi-Fi. So you can choose on your computer, you can choose on your smartphone. It's not a problem. And like I said, if you have a plan with the cloud of Beatport, you can also take your track directly on those things. So browse, we saw that. Tag list. What is tag list? When you have not record box, source, USB, library, it will be better. So playlist, review. When you have a track you really like, or somebody is telling you if it's possible to have this track, etc. But it's not the time to play this track. You can put it on a little box like with the records in the past. So you have just to push tag, maybe this one, maybe this one, those one, and you have those tracks directly on tag list, and you can make a playlist directly with those tracks, and you can erase those tracks like that. After you have track filter and edit, when you are in a playlist, you can push edit and choose some filter to have only the track you want with this kind of filter, etc., etc. So maybe if I choose this kind of plus 6%, so 112 and 127. Okay, let's see that. I push, and I will have less track directly on my playlist with only the difference I choose here. Okay, so after you have playlist, the button playlist, it will allow you to jump directly into the playlist wherever you are. Imagine you're in search, you go to playlist, and you can choose this playlist like a favorite playlist, or this one. And if you are on browse, you push playlist, bang 2, boom, you are directly on the playlist you needed. And you can erase with the little trash here. So let's put review, search. Of course, you can search your track. For example, Balearic. If I push Balearic, where is? Yeah, it will be here. Balearic. Okay, and you can jump and push your track directly on the deck. And menu is the menu, of course. So let's jump to the mixer part. You have 4 channel because 4 deck, and you have your trim control. Yep, it's better like this. Like always, don't put on the red, and you have to manage this trim control every track you will put. After you have the correction, the EQ or ISO EQ. So the high, mid, low, let's put with on the track. After you have the color effects, like I said, you will have all the effects on the over the video. Let's say we are listening to the filter. So you have to push the button to choose the parameter, which will be not the same between all those effects. It will be the resonance for the filter, it will be the frequency for sweep, it will be the the feedback for the space and the echo, for example. After the PFL section or Q section, if you prefer, you can listen to all track you need. You can listen to the master. You can balance between the master and the PFL section. You have a link queue, don't forget, so you can listen to another track, or no, you can listen to the track but at another time, or you can listen to another track at a different moment if you want. And you have your level control. Of course, like I said, it will be compatible with the Sonic Link, so you can choose compatible headphones with the Sonic Link inside, or you can choose to put your quarter jack or mini jack directly on the headphones output, like you saw on the Connexions. You have your 4 channels, crossfader, and like I said in the mixer panel, you can choose the curve directly here, and you can choose to put each fader on the left and right. And I think you don't have fader stat, and I didn't see fader stat into the menu. Okay, you have your beat FX here. Like I said, you will listen all the FX in another part, another video just after, if you want. So it will be a shorter video. So what you need to know to put an FX, you need to choose the FX you want, like for example echo. You choose the right channel you want to apply the FX. Time, it's not obligatory to know, it's just you change the millisecond, you know, but prefer to put the beat FX first when you receive the product. You are not very hard man, a very tough guy with FX. You choose tap tempo if you want, if you see that the BPM is not correct for the track, but usually it's the case, it's correct when you manage your track into Recordbox. And after, you choose the frequency you want to apply, for example mid, and after you take the level def and push on. And what is very cool is that you can also have, with the beat here, you can choose a certain beat you like, for example 3/4. But with the X-Pad, you can have another value for the beat FX. But you need to have level def on. You see, look. So it's cool to have 2 different values for the beat FX. So like I said, every FX you will have on the other video. And for the level control, you will have the 2 mic input with all the parameter you need, with a signal LED, a clip LED, on or just push to talk. You see, if you release, you don't have mic. If you release, you don't have a mic, or just on. You have talk over with all the parameter inside. You have, like I said, a feedback reducer, light on heavy. If you need with your mic, you know, you can. And you have a 3-band EQ on each with -12 +12 for each mic. You have also a master output with PFL section, Q control if you want, and 3-band EQ +6 -26. Of course, you have the meters, and you have your booth output if you need to have some speakers front of you, near you. And I think it's done for the mixer part. Let's see the deck part. So, of course, you have the big jog. The jog wheel at the same as a CDG 3000 or the same as the XDJ-AZ, and you have also the jog feel. So if you put light, it will be very long. If you choose heavy, it will be very quick. And let's see first the transport part. And after, all the little function like beat jump, like loop, and the pad section. So you have, of course, play, pause. If you need to have the break, you go directly on shortcut, and I just remember that I didn't tell you about the shortcut. So you have the third button here, shortcut for the navigation. You can choose your quantization. Like I said, if you don't know what is quantize, what is hot cue, what is break, etc., you have this page to know all the functions. It's free. You can see all the functions to be a good DJ. You can select if you want to have the break or just the start of just the break at start. You can choose which break you want, a short break or long break. You see, if you choose here vinyl speed adjust, I will put very short. See, very short, medium, or very long. So you can choose everything here. You can choose your waveform current position on the left or center, the phrase, the time scale if you want, artwork or custom image. I don't have track. Let's see here to show you a track with some yeah, for example, let's see a cool one, this one here. So I am on artwork, but I have no custom image. You can put it on your USB drive, but if you choose artwork, you will have your artwork here. And if you put the pad section, you will have your pad section, of course. So okay, short, it's okay. Yeah, brightness, of course. Bird, it's okay. It's okay. You see everything. So with the shortcut vinyl speed adjust, break. Okay, after you have the search part, if you need to search on your track search, it will be the previous track or next track. Shift, it will be to the display mode here. So you have not you don't need to go directly on the screen, but it will be also little function like value, like not this one, where it is, gate cue, bit FX, etc., reverse mode. So, and to erase hot cues, for example, when you need to. Yeah, you need to be confident with the shift button, because if you're not coming from a controller, etc., or you are maybe an old DJ, or the shift button allow you to have some layers on your device, to have all the buttons and another layer with another kind of functions with this shift button. So you need to be used to this button here. So sleep reverb, it will be a reverse, but the music still play underneath. But you can have with the shift button a real reverse. After sleep mode, like I said, you have a video with all the function. Sleep mode allow you to make manipulation, but the music still play underneath too, like a sort of sleep reverb, but with hot cues, with break, etc. Beat jump, you have the value directly on your screen, shift button to adjust the value, and after you can go directly here. You can go on the past, on the track, on the future of the track with 16-bit or 8-bit, etc. etc. After you will have the beat section, the first no, not the beat section, the loop section, excuse me. You have the first one here and the automatic loop beat loop here. So first you can edit the in and the out, for example like this, in, out. You can decrease, increase, exit, reloop. You can edit the in, or the out, etc., etc. You have also a 4-bit loop or 8-bit loop. Oops, sorry, 8-bit loop. And you can also, when you have 4-bit loop, you can decrease, increase, and record when you want on the pad. You see, 1 hot cue, loop, and erase with the shift button. After, you will have here the cue loop section. So the cue loop section is more or less like an hot cue, but watch my video about loop and hot loop and cue and hot cue. You will see the difference, how to use them, and how when you need those ones on those ones, etc. So you can record them here. After, you will have your pitch, so you can move the pitch with 6, 10 or 16 or 100% on each minus and plus. You can also move with the master tempo, allow you to keep the key of the original track, the original key. You have a beat sync, allow you to sync up 4 decks directly themselves, and you have a key sync, allow you to match up to 4 deck with the same key. Vinyl mode for the jog, allow you to scratch or to bend on the platter, but you will have always bending on the side of the jog. And of course we saw that, but you can choose which deck you are controlling. And at the end of each deck for each standalone, you have the pad section. So you have hot cues, gate cue, beat loop 1, beat loop 2, slip loop, key shift, beat jump, and beat jump 2. Let's see that. Hot cue allow you to have several points directly on your track. Let's move like that. So I have end point, B, C, D. And you can repeat those little points. You can also have a loop, for example, like I said. And you can erase with the shift button, like I said. Gate cue is for the serrato part. You know, with the hot cue, you can be on pause mode or cue mode, whatever. You can jump on it and jump when you read the track, when it's playing. But with gate cue, you can recall when it's playing, but when you're on pause, it will just allow you to show you to listen what is your cue, the hot cue. But after, you have to play, you push play. It's the serrato like, you know. Some people like the AlphaTheta Pioneer way, and other person like the serrato way. After, you have beat loop with 2 kind of loop. The first one is 32, 16. Oh, let's see this on the screen. 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1, half, quarter loop. So you push, you have your loop, okay? You can disengage it with a push, and after you will have 9, 7, 6, 5, 3, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 4. So it will be very strange sometimes with some bit like that. I don't really like those loop. I would prefer another pad section, another function, you know. Slip loop allow you to make some little loop, but the track still play underneath. Let's see with this part. Etc, etc. Key shift allow you to move the pitch of your track, move your tone, so you can sync here, like the key sync here, or move up, move down, or reset, maybe plus 12, etc. After beat jump, like the beat jump here, but you have more values. You have -4 plus 4, -2 plus 2, -1 plus 1, minus half a bit plus half a bit, or you have 64 minus plus 64, 32, 16, and 8. So for example, 32. You see, it's very great. It's very it's a good way with odd cues to jump directly on section on your track. It's very cool. So beat jump, and we arrive at the Monsieur Chipote, what I like and what I dislike. Well, the finish of the aesthetic, the physical part of this AZ is pretty cool. I don't know if you have. It's not cold when I touch it. I don't know if you have one panel with metal and other panel with plastic. Sometimes you have, sometimes you don't have. I don't really know here. You see, when you open the box, you have cold parts and you're sure that it's metal, but I don't really think it's. But it's great plastic. All the device is really great for the physical part. You have no button with problems. The jog part is good. The screen is very beautiful. I don't know because I don't read too much the dealer decks or the manual, etc. I don't know if it's bigger than a RX3 or than a Opus Quad or a CDG 3000, but it's very big. It's cool to have the possibility to have bigger screen or bigger letters or smaller letters, and the screen is really great to use. Of course, like I said, you can have 4-track here, not here, because I think the DNA of AlphaTheta before Pioneer DJ is to have the deck you use directly on your screen, on your eyes, under your eyes. So you see this deck, it's the one. You see, it's the 1 3. You can't miss nothing. Or you can't miss anything. Yeah, you can't miss your mix with that, But you can also have 4 tracks on the bottom. And after, I think like I said, on the loop, those strange loop like the CDG 3000 is very strange. The bit loop 2, you have 7-bit, 32-bit, 3-bit, 9-bit. Or 6-bit, maybe for a melody, something like that, but with the rhythm is very strange to have those. Maybe it will be better to have another function directly on the pad. Well, whatever. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's like that, and I think it's done. In the manual or dealer deck, I saw that you can plug 2 CDGs 3000 if you want with the Prodigy link and with RCA cinch. The cinch connection on the back, and it's Prodigy link compatible with other players. So maybe it's just maybe, I don't really know because I don't have the unit with me, but maybe it will work also with a DJS 1000 if you need some sample, because you have 2 channel with RCA with audio inputs and you have Prodigy link. So maybe it works. It is working for the CDG 3000. Maybe it's okay for the DJS 1000. So, but it's just a maybe. I think it's 95% probability. But wait. So it's cool too to have this kind of information. So my feeling about this unit. So at the end, if you need any information or if you have any question about this unit, the XDJ-AZ from AlphaTheta, You have just to post your question directly on the comment section and I will answer with pleasure, no problem. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it, and don't forget that you have the FX part with another video just after. Thank you for watching this one. See you next content. Bye bye everyone.